Roar! Roar! All right, Mark, let me ask you, if I gave you two cats and Timmy gave you two cats and Amy gave you two cats, how many cats would you have? Teacher, I would have 7 cats. No, Mark, that is not correct. Let me put it this way. If I gave you 2 apples to put on your desk, and Timmy gave you 2 apples to put on your desk, and Amy gave you 2 apples to put on your desk, how many apples would you have on your desk? Why, teacher, I would have 6 apples on my desk. Mark, that is correct. Now, if I gave you 2 cats, and Timmy gave you 2 cats, and Amy gave you 2 cats, how many cats would you have? I'd have 7 cats, teacher, because I've already got a cat. Sheesh! When I was in school, I had a teacher one time that started talking about feeling stupid. She announced how it was normal that from time to time for everyone to feel a little stupid. That it was just normal, and that sometimes she herself felt a little stupid. She went on to say that if there was anybody in class right now that felt a little stupid, why don't you stand up? After a few seconds, I went ahead and stood up. She said, "Well, Kaz, do you feel a little stupid right now?" I said, "No, but I hate to see you standing there alone." One day, a teacher told her class that as today's writing assignment, I want each of you to imagine that you're a millionaire and write a paper on what you would do if you were a millionaire. All the students in the class took out a pen and paper and started writing, except for little Johnny, who leaned back in his chair, put his hands behind his head, and propped his feet up on his desk. "What do you think you're doing, little Johnny?" the teacher asked. "Aren't you going to do your assignment?" "No," said little Johnny. "I'm sitting here waiting for my secretary." Stephen came to school one day, proudly showing off his brand new wristwatch. His friend Kim asked him, "How did you get a brand new wristwatch?" He said, "Last night I was walking to my bedroom and I heard a strange noise coming from my parents' room. And I opened the door and they were bouncing on each other, and my dad told me that I could have anything I wanted if I would just keep my mouth shut. I told him I wanted a brand new wristwatch, so here I am." Well, Kim wanted a new watch too. So every night she would sneak into the hall and listen at her parents' door to see if she could hear some unusual noises in there. And finally, one night it happened. She heard the springs of the mattress bouncing up and down. She burst into the bedroom, looked at her father, and announced, "I want a watch." Frustrated, her father looked at her and said, "Okay, but stand in the corner and be quiet." After school, Little Mary ran all the way home to talk with her mother. "You won't believe what happened today, Mother. You know, little Johnny and I sit in the back of the room, and little Johnny undid his pants and took out his pee-pee. You know, it was like a peanut." Her mother said, "You mean it was small?" "No," said little Mary, "it was salty." Little Johnny goes to the toy store and he looks through all of the cast iron toys and he finally finds the one he wants. It's a blue 66 Corvette. So he picks it up and takes it to the cashier. The cashier tells him the final price and he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a bunch of Monopoly money to pay the cashier. "Are you crazy?" said the cashier. "That's not real money." "Well, are you stupid?" asked little Johnny, "because that's not a real car." That's all, folks.